Czy ja tu coś mogę ten? Porównanie z stanem. No. Porozmawiać z dyrektorem Tanem w kwaterze głównej pionierów. Okej. Gdzie to na bogów jest? Już nie pamiętam rozłożenia. Właściwie tak mało grałem w tą grę, że właściwie nie powinienem znać. A, rozłożenie. Nic nie ma więcej do skanowania. Dzień dobry.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, keep Simi and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Okej. Idziemy... Ale ja... Czekaj, stop. Porozmawiam... Czekaj. Ty jesteś Tan. Okej. Na Hyperionie. Cześć.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Okej.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion dock.
Trzeba poszukać
Yeah,
rozwiązania.
I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny.
No nie było mnie.
Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine.
Cześć, broda.
I don't know. It just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Jest sam na Hyperionie. Nie chcę z samym rozmawiać na Hyperionie. Ja Operacje priorytetowe. Przebieg fabuły. Kategoria rasy. Aha, to jest to. Bronie. Pistolety. No ten jest lepszy. Karabin szturmowy. Walka wręcz. Pistolet. Mody. Czekaj, jak się mody instaluje? Puste. Ja bym chciał moda zainstalować do tej broni. Chyba nie mogę za bardzo moda zainstalować do tej broni. Dziennik, lekson, umiejętności, gra, wyposażenie, dziennik. To są operacje priorytetowe. No dobra, to na razie olejemy wszystko. Chociaż czekajcie, nie. Tu wiem, że mogę porozmawiać z nią.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Serio nie żyje?
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. 10 might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived.
Where's Miley?
Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Genophagium?
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Give the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live.
0 na 4, no
It's the
to
only
już
way my people have a future out
lepiej.
here.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Okej. A twoja praca co robisz?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Dobra.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
O, pojemnik. Datapad. Wszystko co można czytać.
I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused these switches to blow. That's fine.
Wydział Spraw Kolonii. Dobra. O! Sojusznicy i związki. Zadania w Heliosie. Zadania dodatkowe. Poznanie Nexusa. Tu.
that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive.
You can live your dream!
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a bit.
Właśnie, no. Dobrze, poczekamy. Kapitan, oczywiście dzięki serdeczne za 12 miesięcy subowania. 12. rocznica, roczek nam strzelił. Dzięki serdeczne. Dzięki za wsparcie nieprzemijające. Dzięki, kapitanie. Dalej. Co my tu mamy? Sytuacja Turian, Ketowie. Jaka jest jego rola?
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in.
You
It's hard to
can
focus
live
with our
your
armies.
dream!
No proszę. Dzisiaj dzień subów jest? Matko Boska, dzięki serdecznie Laughter Lennon za 2 miesiące subowania. No, dzisiaj troszeczkę subków leci. W sensie bardziej resuby niż suby, więc chociaż resub to sub. Dzięki serdeczne.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Okej, a Ketowie?
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Okej.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Okay.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Jedziemy. Gdzieś ich wyślemy. Sprawdź reakcję. Sprawdź reakcję nieprzyjaciela. Raport gotowy. Ukończono. Dokonaj sabotażu operacji nieprzyjaciela, tak? Romeo. Niech będzie Romeo. O, Romeo. I misja świąteczna. Misja świąteczna. Wygasa za godzinę. A to ile czasu będzie się robiło? To chcę. Wyślij grupę uderzeniową. Eko. No, zostali wysłani. Nexus. Porozmawiać z naukowcami. Teraz tam muszę pójść.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish? You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Hirik, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Okay.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop, or lab, you know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Okej. Stanem porozmawiać z Addison. Dobra. Nie chcę z rozpaczoną Turianką teraz rozmawiać. Niech rozpacza dalej. A gdzie jest Addison? Wyżej. Gdzie jest Addison? A, tu jest Addison. Cześć. Zmęczona na twarzy.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...?
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
O, dzięki Niedaradek za hosta. Dzięki serdeczne. Witamy serdecznie niedaradkowców.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Dobra, koniec, nie chcę mi się z tobą gadać.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
No mówię, babę pod lód. Babę pod lód. Ja bym normalnie wziął na wahadłowiec, znalazł lodową planetę, zrobił przerębel i ją pod lód.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Zatność do zasiedlenia.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats.
No dobrze, ale macie dach nad głową.
Or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Super, dzięki.
That's all.
Idź w pokoju normalnie. Live long and prosper.
We
Normalnie jak wulkania, zaraz do siebie
Our
zacznę
futures
gadać.
depend on each other's success.
Zadanie poznanie Nexusa. Zrobiliśmy to. Teraz tak, to jest mapa, ja chcę dziennik, operacje priorytetowe, lepsze początki, porozmawiam sam na Hyperionie. Dobra. Tu? I tak, tutaj. Jedziemy do Hyperiona. Czekaj.
Hey there. You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
To.
Yeah, meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it.
I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
Dobra. Porozmawialiśmy z Korą. Jedziemy do Hyperiona. Może jakąś placówkę założymy, naszą pierwszą na jakiejś planecie na tym Eosie, co tam wspominali. Więcej akcji, a nie jakieś gadanie. No to jest RPG. Shooting RPG. Tu.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Po co ta tajemnica?
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
Ooh.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient. Far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so What's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Crew muster schedules have been posted. All personnel should check with their supervisor before taking leave.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So, what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Czy mam jakieś pytania? Inżynier, adept, dobrze. To są profile. Obrażenia z broni, celność broni, odporność na obrażenia. Inżynier. No to na razie mamy tylko to. I... O właśnie. Core, mogę core autowans cory. Bo ja nie wiem, jak ja mam roztentegowywać. Niech oni się sami tam. A ja pod siebie będę robił. Walka, biotyka, technologia. Co to jest walka? Omnigranat, strzał wstrząsowy. Turbodoładowanie, mina, działko odłamkowe, pistolety, karabiny szturmowe. Okej, jedno dodamy sobie. Ile mamy punktów? 5 punktów mamy. Aha. Tak, zatwierdź. Biotyka. Przyciągnięcie. Rzut. Rzut mi się podoba, chcę rzut. Nowa. Fala uderzeniowa. Bum, bum, bum. To by było fajne. Odwet. Lanca. Biotyka ofensywna. Dobra. Mamy rzut. Technologia. Przeciążenie. Fajne. Spalanie. Kriopromień. Wyssanie energii. Miotacz ognia. Miotacz ognia jest fajny. Inwazja. Zaraża przeciwników inwazyjnym rojem maszyn sterowanych przez Wii, który osłabia obronę i rozprzestrzenia się w pobliżu. Szczerze powiedziawszy, wziąłbym spalanie, bo mi się podoba. Nie, cofnij. Tak, cofnij. Jedno tylko chcę. Only once. Dobra. Mam jeszcze jakieś punkty. Mam 3 punkty, czyli strzał wstrząsowy. I karabiny. No i to jest maksymalne zdrowie. Ok. Zatwierdź zmianę. O! Znajdź sposób na usunięcie blokad.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you.
Wyzwalacz wspomnień.
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate.
Ja nie chcę się zapoznawać z wspomnieniami.
The coffee machine Mom got for What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Zaszyfrowany dziennik
That
1.
log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Wszystko jest zaszyfrowane, chrzanić to. Coś tu jeszcze jest ciekawego? O, Normandia, SR2.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alex's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Dobra. Idziemy na swój statek. Dostaliśmy nowy stateczek, idziemy go badać. Ups. Czekaj. Co? Stop. Aha. W złą stronę pojechałem.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
Piękny ten statek jest.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it. Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Thank goodness. For a sec I thought I was going to have to deal with Addison again.
And no one wants that. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Everything state-of-the-art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Good to see you're looking so well, Sarah.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
It's really going to be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.